Welcome to the Harris Show. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem Harris, and I'm with my sister and co-host, Angie Ange. Now, this is going to be a fun episode because we tired of talking about murder. Well, not like murder, but we tired of talking about fucking the U.S. and the government, basically. So we're going to talk about some fun shit. So I'm going to ask her a whole bunch of questions. I'm going to obviously answer the questions as well, but yeah. So the first question I have for you, if you were the opposite gender for a day, what would you do?
I've always said this, and I don't know if I want to say this on the because my father watches these things. But honestly, I would just I don't know if I want to say this. This is why I feel like I just want to experience what it's like to have a penis, like just play with it a little bit.
I did not think you were going that way when I wrote the question down. I can tell you that. I was thinking you would be like, I would want to learn how it is to be respected or treated like, I don't know. I honestly I didn't think you would be like, when I have a penis and play with it and all that. That's not what I thought you would say.
That's honestly because being a man.
What does that even mean?
Being a man doesn't seem exciting for me.
Oh.
Like, I
mean,
would I still be like me? Like, would I be unathletic and stuff as a man? Or if I was like an athletic man, I'd probably like want to like go to the gym, play basketball, see y'all. Cause y'all know how y'all be like talking shit and stuff on the basketball court.
Athletic to talk shit.
Yeah, but if I want to back it up. I want to just be talking. I'd probably like play some basketball.
You're not changing into. I'm saying a man, not you're gonna be LeBron James. No, nigga, you're just gonna be a man.
Yeah, never mind. What would you do as a woman?
I would obviously have sex. Like, I might, have sex with a woman. I don't want to be penetrated.
Do you think that would like change your perspective on things?
I think it would change it for the negative.
I
think it would make me more passive and all that stuff.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's what's happening? No, hell no. I think I would be. Honestly, I think I would like go to a bar and like
get some free drinks.
Get drinks, get hit on, all that stuff. Because like as a dude, like usually I have to go and make the first move. Usually I have to buy the drink. Usually I have to ask you to go to dinner. Like I want to be asked to go to dinner, I don't want it to be like, and yes, some girls do act dudes. Like I'm not gonna act like that doesn't happen. But I want a girl who's like, I want to be wild, you know what I'm saying, as a woman and like,
wined and dined.
Yeah. Like usually if a girl does that to me, like they want my penis. Like and usually there's shortcuts to that.
Oh my gosh.
You don't have to take me out. Just but I would probably do all that stuff. I don't want to experience like having titties or anything like that. I feel like that's overrated. I feel like titties are overrated. I might, yeah. I would probably. Sex probably wouldn't even be like. That would be like if I had enough time, I would try that. But like, I would try to go out and get people to buy drinks for me, go to the bar, see what it's like to like.
And you also gotta worry about the dangers, though.
I ain't worried about
as a woman.
I ain't worried about that. I'm gonna have that too.
You gotta worry about people trying to drug you and stuff.
Damn, it don't have to be dark. Why can't I enjoy being
I'm just telling
I'm a
you.
woman for a you know that would suck. You're a woman for a day and you get fucking drugged and shit. Jesus Christ. I want a positive
I
experience.
know.
I also I want to understand stuff more. You know, I would ask questions.
Mm.
I would ask a lot of questions as a woman that I can't ask as a man and get away with it.
You can though.
No, you can't. I would ask a lot of questions. I'm not going to put on the internet, but there's some questions I would ask.
You
I
should
would
feel
ask,
comfortable asking anything.
I would ask people like, "Oh, what do you think about Jamal? What do you think about?"
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I get
can't
you.
ask like so. Or what do you think about Jaquil?
Oh, okay. I get you.
I remember one
Like,
time
hmm.
when I first graduated from college and I moved back to Oceanside, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Um, I remember going to Maricosta and somebody was talking shit about Jaquil, and I was like, oh,
Oh, and they didn't know you were his brother?
mm-mm. And they were like, and that's why people were like, why
That's
don't you
funny.
say that? I was like, cause shit like that. She was just talking, and she was like, oh, I
Hmm.
never met you. I was like, yeah, Jaquil's my brother too.
Ah!
I'm so sorry. No, bitch, keep that same energy. You know,
Yeah, I didn't get that. Everyone knew. Everyone already knew.
well, the people who would have known that Jaquil was my brother, they graduated or they moved on to like other places.
Hmm.
You know, he came back as
Yeah.
an employee. The only ones who knew were like Josh and all the people who knew me before then. So they
Hmm.
wouldn't say anything. But yep. Oh,
Damn, that's wild. I don't think I've ever been in a situation like when someone was talking shit about someone and they didn't know like my position.
I've been in a couple situations like that. Unfortunately, when people are talking
That's
about somebody
awkward.
and you just like, or if it's like a girl that you like, uh had relations with. I was trying to make it there's no PC way. And then like they're talking about her and you gotta act like, you know, yeah, she is stupid. And you're like, I smashed.
Oh,
Cause you know,
damn.
people don't want
Yeah,
that
no, this
out there. I don't care. But like, I'll be like, damn, I can't be defending you because then people are gonna be like, oh, so why are you doing that now?
why are you yeah, yeah.
But I want people
Never.
I want in every room I enter, I want people to think I'm a virgin. I want people to think if they don't know me, I want them to think I don't want them to think anything about me, you know. I want to start off like that, like
They're not gonna
empty.
think that.
Well, nobody ever would think that though. Even when I was, people didn't think that. Mainly girls, matter of fact.
Hey,
Girls would be like, "You're
I
not."
think I just
No, you're not. And I'd be like, "Why would I lie about that shit?"
I'm not gonna lie. Some of these people I found out that were, I was shocked. I think we all just have this idea in our head about people.
Well, because
We be
we're
judgy.
we're like trained. Also, I don't want to say trained. I don't like that. But we're like sex is like everything. You see it at an early age. You
Hmm.
see it everywhere.
Hmm.
Movies, even as a kid, it's in cartoons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you think everybody's having it. Well, truthfully, most people are lying. Like I know people would be like, "Oh, I had sex with like 40 people," and I'm like, "Dog, you're 17. There's no
Yeah,
way."
it's a bit much.
I'm like, "You're bodying all these people. Where do you have the
Relax.
time
There's
between?"
some people who are, and I don't body shame. Do what you got to do.
It's not body shaming. I wouldn't body shame you. I just find it hard to believe that,
No,
especially
I know. I'm saying like, do what you got to do.
for dudes. I'm like, I find it hard to believe that you bagged. Some of the dudes that I know too, I'm like, and I know who they lied about. And then I told the girl, and the girl was like, because I'm thinking like, oh yeah, y'all was talking. I remember I said that about one person. I was like, because somebody told me, I'll tell you after, that they were talking to
Hmm.
some girl, and they was like, yeah, we be talking every night and blah blah blah. And I was all like, "Oh, y'all talking?" And then the girl came. I thought it was public knowledge because the way he was talking about it,
Oh
everybody,
gosh.
he's talking about it in front of everybody. So we all thinking like, "Oh, they talking." And I was like, "Oh yeah, where your boy at?" And she was like, "What you mean?" I said, "She's like, I ain't got no boy." I said, "Yeah, you do. You talking to your boy?" And she was like, "Nah." She was like, "Come here." And then we went on a little walk, and she was telling me like she talked to him one day. He was confessing how he like her and
Oh
all
my
this
gosh.
stuff. Like, can't
That's
be.
another thing. I wouldn't want to be a boy because I feel like I mean the pressure is always on them to make that first move, and I don't think I would do it. Like I just
You know,
like
nah. The thing is, like, maybe it's me, but once you get rejected like a couple times, you kind of be like, all right, it's nothing. The worst
mm,
thing that you're gonna tell me is no. But if I don't shoot my shot and I don't, there's no chance of getting a yes. That's why,
mm-hmm,
like, for dudes, I'm like, I understand, like, when dudes like get a lot of girls and have a lot of sexual relations. I'm like,
mm-hmm,
I understand it because if you shoot your shot at 20 girls, there's a chance one of them's gonna be like, you know what,
yeah.
you know. Now they probably not gonna all be bad, you know. But like, if you shoot your shot and you keep shooting and you keep shooting, somebody's gonna be like, all right, because sometimes people just want that. They don't want to have nothing else. So I understand it, you know. Will I be shooting at 20 different girls? Probably not.
Nah, that's how your name get out there. They
I don't
might,
care
oh, he
about
tried
my
to holler
name.
at me too.
Girls be like that too. Girls be like, oh, he tried. And like, if she cute, you cute. You said no.
Not low key
Why,
though.
why can't I shoot at her? Y'all both cute.
It's just like, ew. I mean, how many he gonna
But thing
try
is,
to?
say that like the dude is only hollering at girls that like Kelly Rowland,
Mm-hmm.
Savon. I'm gonna just name them, Destiny's Child. Hollering at Farrah, all those girls, the old Destiny's Child too, Latoya
Mm-hmm.
Luckett, girls who look like that. If he hollering at all the girls who look like that and he's shooting this shot, I wouldn't knock him. I'll tell you that. I'll be like, oh, you shot your shot at all them shit. I would too. But now if he's shooting at a whole bunch of like precious, you know what?
Jamal, come on.
I'm
Come on.
sorry.
You have to do that.
Sorry.
You do not have to do You could just if he's shooting his shot at like
Precious is actually not. Um, she's actually a funny person. She probably can get me low key.
you'd be surprised.
She probably get like because if you funny, that's you know what. Let me not say how girls can get me because
Because he's in a committed
well, I'm not
relationship.
gonna cheat, but I don't want to give girls the blueprint on how to get me.
Oh
I don't want to seem easy.
yeah. No.
I'm not gonna get, but like humor gets you far. Let's say that.
It does. It does.
Um, if your partner cheated on you and said you can have sex with anybody to get like even and then y'all move along. One, are you doing it? Are you staying and doing it? Two, if you did do it, who would it be?
I'm not staying. That's just first and foremost. I'm not staying. That's just not how I get down. But just for the sake of this question, who did he cheat on me with? Was it someone I know?
Um, it's a random bar hookup.
Mm. Cause I'm too petty. I'm gonna pick someone where it's gonna hurt. You know.
What you mean?
So it's gonna his best friend, his brother, his cousin, his daddy.
Then why would you stay with
I'm
them?
kidding, Jamal.
You're
It's
not.
a joke.
No, you're not.
Yes, it
That's
is.
a
Nah,
big
because
wrong.
I don't get down like that. But I don't know. I wouldn't even stay. So I'll just be out because I don't think cheating back would. I mean, there's some couples who be doing that, but I don't think cheating back would solve anything for me.
Well, I don't know if I can stay personally. with somebody.
Ooh, I
I
have a
don't think,
question.
I think my ego can't take it because I'll be asking
Mm.
questions that I probably like don't need to know the answer to. Was he better than me? Was he bigger
Mm-hmm.
than me? Did he last longer? All those type of questions. And if he did, if he was, that shit would fuck with me. Or if it was a girl, I'm gonna be like, did you do it better than me? I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
some questions. So I don't
Have
think
you
the first.
seen? Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, finish. Go ahead. Have you seen Indecent Proposal?
I don't think so.
It's a movie where this like millionaire offered this guy money to have one night with his life.
I'll do it.
You would do it?
Absolutely.
You would do it.
If somebody gave me how much money?
I don't remember the amount, but um, let me look it up.
The
So
money?
if someone was like, Jamal, I want to give you oh yeah, it was $1 million
Does my
to
girl
spend a
consent?
night with your girl, but she has to sign what
NDA.
are those NDA so you can never know what happened.
If she
Would you do
agrees,
it?
if she agrees, it's not up to me. I'm gonna put that on her. I have.
Damn.
I'm gonna be like, if you want to do that shit. I'm not about to stop that. Because best
Do
believe
that
that offer comes up to
shit.
me, even if she don't want me to do it, I'm doing it. You gonna have to leave me. I don't give a fuck. $1 million? You know what I can do with $1 million? And
You
I
don't
know
think it would eat you up to know like what she did?
mm-mm,
Damn.
because I'm be like, she did this for us. I'm gonna
She
justify it.
sacrificed for us.
We gonna be on vacation. All she need to do is
I'm
be in a
good.
bedroom with somebody for a little bit.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
That's wild.
Because
Part of
look,
me wants to believe, but I feel like I would just be like, what happened? I'd be more curious than anything.
I think it will be harder. I think for me, I don't think I will perform as good with a girl unless it's a girl that like I'm really attracted to. Like say it's just like a fucking older white woman.
Hmm.
I'll try to do it, but my shit probably gonna be like a noodle. It's not gonna work.
Oh my god.
But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make sure I get half up front
Oh, okay.
because
Hmm.
I'm like, look, if I can't perform, I'm still getting paid. You're not about to.
Hmm.
Because if it don't work, it don't work.
But
Sometimes,
they might not even want sex though.
if what do they want?
I don't know. They just said I get to a night with
Oh, if they
you.
just want me to like fucking go out,
I'm saying, but you will never know what happened in that night.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I'm not one of them niggas that want to know. I don't want to. I don't care. Like I don't care. Is that money spending? Is it
Mm.
Benjamins? How much you giving me? Are
It's
you
them
paying my student
Benjamins.
loan off? Do I need to
Mm.
work? No. Oh.
I
And
respect
people be
that.
like, $1 million is not that much. $1 million is enough that I don't have to work for a good 5, 10 years. I tell you that. Won't be working.
I'll be comfortable for a
I'll be
while.
comfortable. And I got a bachelor's degree to fall back on. I'm good.
Hmm.
I'm fine. I don't need
Yep.
what questions do I need to ask? Now if he
Out
beat
of
your
sight,
ass,
out of mind.
if he beat your ass, visibly if I could see that. Cause some people got fantasies like that. I'll have an issue with that
Hmm.
because I would feel
But you will
bad.
never be able to know.
But I can see the shit. If he left, like, say he
Hmm.
punched her, you know, this is extreme, obviously. Like he beat her ass, and I visibly can see it. Then I'm gonna
Hmm.
feel bad because I'm like, damn, I just got your ass beat for $1 million. But I'm still gonna be trying to spend that shit. To
It's
be
not
fair,
funny, but it's funny. It's
the
like,
end result is not changing. I am gonna
yeah.
be trying to spend that money, and if it's just me, it's all the girl wants is a little me. There ain't
Hmm.
nothing like. I mean, I think I'm special, but ain't nothing special about me physically that I think that a girl would want. So she's like, I
Yeah.
just want to spend time. Well, she just wanted a conversation with me. Oh, she just wanted
That's
to
what
talk.
I'm saying. There's a Netflix show too called What If. It's kind of like that.
I wish
Like their business
I wish a
falling and she
girl literally
offered.
came up to me and was like, I don't want sex, I don't want anything. I just want to talk and I'll pay you. Nigga, what? That ain't
There's they
the
be
thing is
out there. Sugar
I'm
daddies be doing it.
I'm in a relationship, so it's gotta be the right amount of money that I can be like, nigga,
Okay, wait, let me ask this too. Let me ask this too. If a sugar daddy approached you and was like,
what?
"What?"
A
And
sugar
not no sex. A
approach
sugar
me
daddy
about my
approached.
girl.
No, approached you about you.
A sugar daddy approached me?
Yeah, but he was like, "I don't want sex from you, Jamal. I just want your company. I'll pay you blah 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 amount."
There.
If
I'm fucking there. You don't want sex? Oh, bro,
he's
we
like,
can.
"I want you to go on trips with me, hold my
Oh,
hand."
say less, homie. Bring that ass here. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I don't give a fuck. As long as you ain't trying to take my booty from me or know anything, all I
Oh
gotta do is hold your hand. Get your ass here, boy.
my
Give me a hug too. Fuck
god.
out of here. He taking me on trips. He buying me
Yeah,
stuff.
some people just want companionship.
I don't need I'm very I'm comfortable.
Hmm.
And if somebody's gonna do that, like fine. I have a limit, obviously, of stuff that I would do because it's boundaries that I have.
Yeah.
But like, if I ain't gotta do nothing sexual, let's go, bro. You my homie? That's my homie right there. The
That's
fuck?
my homie.
We have a friendship after. You know what I'm saying? After this shit is over, he stopped paying me. I
Hmm.
might still hang out with the nigga.
Oh my
We
gosh.
cool. But
I'm
you know
dead.
what? I will feel weird if it's like a white man who wants me. The only thing I wouldn't do is like racial shit.
Hmm.
Him trying to get me to do stuff because I'm black or slavery
Mm.
type shit. I wouldn't do that because I can't live with my. I'll probably commit suicide. I don't think I can live with that
Mm.
because I would think that shit. Especially everything I say and stand for, I can't do that. But
Yeah.
but everything else, we could talk.
We can negotiate. We can talk.
That's the thing. Like, if somebody the only thing with my girl, well, Aisha, if somebody said that, I'm like, you gotta come talk to her first. Don't even approach me.
Hmm.
Approach her first. And if she's with it, and then she comes talk to me, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna act like, nah, man, I don't want you doing that. I'm gonna say that at first, but I'm gonna be like, but if you were gonna do it, get that money. What the fuck? That's the thing. I don't care, bro. As long as I don't need to know. If
Mm.
there's enough money where I ain't got I'm thinking about future. I'm thinking about kids. I'm thinking about
Hmm.
yo, they starting out with a head start. You could buy a house.
Yeah.
And it's just a million. Just imagine if they offer 25.
I know.
I might go crazy, but I don't know
It's
why your
wild.
head thought of that. There's a show.
Because
There's a show on Netflix about that.
yeah, there's well, that show is a little more twisted. Like she had an ulterior motive, but there's a movie, Indecent Proposal, and it was like fucking with him, and she ended up leaving him for that other guy, and it was a whole thing.
Now that would probably.
See, yeah,
I don't know though. Do I get the money
yeah, it goes to you.
directly to me? If she left
Yeah,
me for him,
he's like, here's a contract. If I get a night out with your girl, this will
oh,
be
yeah.
wired
If
into
she
your
left
account.
me for him,
Whatever, whatever.
she left me for him. I'll be like, well, at least I got him something out of it because somebody can just
Oh my god,
somebody can leave you for nothing.
Jamal.
At least I got a million out of it. Honestly, $1 million as a single person is way more lucrative than $1 million.
My god.
Yeah,
Standing wise.
I'm just saying, you don't have to worry about anybody but yourself. You know
I'm
what $1 million
dead.
can be in a different country?
I know you'd be good for a while,
I'll
but
probably
like you'd also be like just lost someone you really cared about. $1 million's not gonna make you, Jamal.
Let me stop. You're gonna get me in trouble.
No, don't just answer like that.
You asking the question. I'm just answering it truthfully. If I would be sad, but like either I'm gonna be sad with no money or sad with $1 million.
That's true. Yeah.
I'd rather
That's
be.
true.
That's why when people be like, money ain't everything,
It's a lot.
but money ain't. I'd rather have money and be sad than be fucking broke in the hood and sad.
Exactly.
So, all right. I'll answer the question.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Got you all distracted.
But if I did say the person that I would want to have relations with is, it would have to be somebody that I know that she would like. It would sting, but not sting enough where she wouldn't want to be with me anymore. It'll be like somebody like, it don't have to be famous. It'll be like Justine Skye.
Okay.
Because I know that one would sting, because that's a beautiful ass woman. But it wouldn't sting to the point where she's like, I don't want to be with you no more. Because she's like, well, it's Justine Skye. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, right.
But also in this scenario, people are consenting too. So
yeah, obviously.
Well, no, niggas is wild, so I gotta be clear.
We only talk about consent over here.
So
if it ain't consented.
All right, I got a question. What is your number? What is your number? Like, how much would it take for you to be like, would you let your partner do that for $1 million?
Absolutely. Do your thing, baby. Don't even hold back.
I'll be like, hey, what do you need? Do you need me to cook?
At first, I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm being more realistic. Okay, because at first, if you would have asked me this like 3-4 years ago, I'd be like, no, like absolutely not. For what? Now I'm like, hey, we're gonna get this new little crib when you done. I'm gonna take you out to dinner, wherever you want to go.
Listen,
I'm being realistic.
If that happened, I might cry. The joy. That might be the happiest day of my life.
To see $1 million in your bank account, come on.
For only one,
I would be like, only one. Wow.
Night, I'm not even doing anything. Not to be like sound narcissistic or anything like that, but like I literally don't have to do anything, and I don't need to know what happened. I just have to be like okay with it. Yeah. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm definitely fine.
Yeah, as long as nothing traumatic, because I would feel bad. Because they would like if it changed them some way, like in the worst way possible, I would be like, damn.
Or if it's like making them like, I'll be a little upset if it's like making them have kinks that I'm just not into.
Oh yeah, like they just change. Or if they feel like entitled to my $1 million, like I was offered the $1 million.
You're not gonna give us no money?
I would, but I'm saying you can't just feel entitled to it.
I'll be like, you know what? Here's a nice 100,000.
I'd probably lace them up with more than that because they.
No. I'll give them 100,000, and depending on how they start acting, 100,000 is a nice little bit,
100,000 is nice.
They can buy them like a nice little condo.
That's true. They can buy a house depending on what state they're in.
Oh, and family, y'all not getting nothing. Don't even.
I'd lace my family easily.
I'm not lacing y'all with shit.
That's wild.
I'll pay.
Would you tell your family like where you got it from? Or would that be a secret?
You know what? I'll tell certain people. I wouldn't tell like my parents, like, yeah, my girl got dick down
for this meal.
But I'll be like, if you kill her, like y'all ask me in the chat, I'll be like, I mean, she just had to do some things. And for people who act like they wouldn't do it, who are you lying to?
You're lying.
You're lying.
Some people probably are too possessive where they
Some people,
really couldn't even
listen, y'all
wrap their
just out
mind.
here having one nights with girls for free. You ain't gonna do it for some money, please. Any of the girls that I know that have been played, y'all lying. I'll tell you that. Or stupid. Or both.
Yeah, I would do your thing. Do your thing.
I wouldn't even know like how to take that though. You don't want to seem too excited, you know.
No, you gotta definitely play it cool.
I don't think I can act that well. I don't think I can play it down.
If being offered $1 million, yeah, like
It'd be like, I'll give you
think
$1 million.
about it.
Would I have to sign an NDA too though?
Probably. No, I don't know.
Did the dude not sign an NDA in the movie?
Well, she didn't sign an NDA in the movie.
What?
In the show, What If?
Mm-hmm.
He had to sign an NDA or a contract and all that.
Wait,
whatever.
This is a real show?
There's a show called What If on Netflix with Renee, whatever her name is. Renee's blah, blah, blah.
Oh, it's a scripted TV show.
Yeah, and then there's a movie. There's a famous movie, Indecent Proposal, where the millionaire offered a night with his wife for $1 million. He said yes, and then it just created all these problems.
What if it's like Beyonce? Beyonce offers well, no, you'll be like, it's Beyonce.
She ain't got to offer nothing.
What if somebody that you don't like? Say it's old girl. Actually, let me not do that. Say
it's someone I don't like.
Somebody you don't like. She offers $1 million to have relations with your nigga.
I'm gonna have to still do it. She could have one up on me. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. She could have that one up. But it's also like, damn, can she have that one up on? It's $1 million.
That's what I'm saying.
That's life changing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, how dumb would I be to be like, no, I hate her so much, I can't take this $1 million. Like, I could take it. I
don't dislike nobody that much.
I could take it. Right. This is life changing no, I'm gonna take it.
I tell you what. I'm like, look, man, just don't get her pregnant. Don't get her pregnant.
Just, but like in the movie, he was like stressed that whole night. He was just like, thinking about like what.
You know what I would do that night? I would like go with my homies, have a guys' night, watch sports. Like I would.
You don't think you'd be thinking about it?
I would be doing stuff to get my mind from thinking about
off of it. Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm still thinking about it.
Like I'm not gonna be alone that night. Like I'm gonna be hanging out with people. I don't even drink like that. I don't even drink enough to say that like I drink. So I would probably drink though. Play like do a game night, anything to keep my mind off of it. Like, and if she walks in the door, I'm gonna be like, "You all right?
You good? Okay.
All right.
Just making sure."
I'll be like, "I don't want. Good night. Go shower. Do what you need to do."
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Lord, we might get killed for that one. If we ever was gonna blow up, that might be the one. Oh man. So shit, I don't even know what this. Okay. Most embarrassing text message that you either sent or received, because I know you're not gonna say the one that you sent.
Hell nah. I don't even know. Embarrassing, like I don't think I've received any embarrassing text messages. Like I think I don't think I have. Like I'm trying to think. Like I've definitely sent some. Them drunk texts be wild. But received. I don't think so. I've definitely been in situations where I've like screenshotted something about someone.
Oh yeah, that happened to me.
and accidentally sent it to them, and I'm like you can't even explain. You're just like, well,
Happened to me.
shit, I'm caught up.
No, I still, I sent it and said, "What you want to do?"
Now you the problem because you got yourself in that situation.
I'm like,
Nah, like it's
"What?
just
You caught me." The thing is,
yeah, it's just I'm caught up.
I don't think I've sent anything. I'm not really ashamed of anything I've ever sent,
Hmm.
even if the wrong person received it. I'm more like, I've definitely got a message that wasn't intended for me.
Mm.
I also got a nude from somebody that wasn't intended for me.
Oh, I'm never.
It was like a girl's titty, a white girl's titty, and
Ah.
she was like this, but you could see what is this called, the areola,
Areola. Hmm.
and I immediately deleted it because I was in a relationship and I had not time for
Hmm.
them drama,
Smart. Smart.
and I blocked that shit. But I wanted to be
Yeah.
like, damn, Shawty, you sent this to the wrong nigga.
That's
Cause you know, my old number, I used to get so many messages from people, like, cause I think they were sending it to, like, either they got one number mixed up or something.
hmm.
You know, send me some shit. Like I used to get calls from somebody, like the court. There was this person who had a number one off from me, and
Mm.
they getting in trouble with the law. I kept getting like this one lawyer calling me and was all like, it was a woman too, and they was like, "Hey, we're calling you about this. Can you call me back?" And finally, I picked up one time. I was like, "This is the wrong number," and I was like, "You guys have been blowing my phone up."
Leave me
I
alone.
was at Northridge at the time too, so this is like uh, when I didn't pay my bill. So yeah, but I've received a couple messages that weren't intended for me. I also received a screenshot that somebody was sending, apparently sending to their friends, but they sent to me.
Mm.
And I played it
Yeah.
cool.
See.
I was all like, never again when I send you a message.
Right. Like my bad.
If I
Yeah.
like, if
I'm very careful now.
I call, like,
Mm.
if I'm like trying to say some freaky shit or do some freaky shit, I'm not sending you no message. Or if I'm saying some wild ass shit, I ain't
Hmm.
sending you a message. I'm gonna call you and then hope that you don't fucking record that
Mm.
and take my chances with that. Because even if,
Yeah. I just. I'm just very careful. I double check the name before I send anything. I'm just like, oh, okay. Just make sure.
I don't even, sometimes I just don't care. Like,
Mm.
if I'm sending a message that's reckless, I haven't done that in a while.
Me either.
But if I am sending it, I'm ready for every consequence that can possibly happen. So, like, if I'm sending a message like, nigga, what's up? I'll fuck you up. Come get me
Hmm.
food. I'm ready for if I send it to the wrong person, they might pull up, um, or whatever, you know. So I'm always ready. But one, I don't text enough for me to get caught up in anything.
Yeah.
I probably text you. I probably text like 5 people, 6 people, and most of it is like you trying to record
Yeah.
or fucking TikToks. Like I don't text enough for me to even.
Be in that situation.
But I have received messages that I'm like, what? I received emails. Somebody was like, got their email hacked, and I'm say they got hacked. I hope they got hacked. And they was like sending me porn links and shit like that. And
Oh my
I'm sitting there
gosh.
like, what the fuck? I'm thinking they got hacked because that shit happened to me. Somebody hacked my email, but they hacked my Yahoo, so I never
Hmm.
really used the Yahoo. So I had to be like, I don't even use this email. You have my other email on file. They sent one to McClure, a teacher at Maricosta,
Uh,
and then I happened to like, it was like weeks after too, and she told me because I went to her office hours. And she told me. I was like, oh, that wasn't me. I was like, I probably got hacked. I don't even know the password to that email.
Mm-mm.
I like
I'm
I
not
I
saying.
synced like all my contacts and shit on Yahoo.
Mm-hmm.
And probably will never do that again. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't sync my shit.
because I have McClure's email because like UBSC and all that shit, and we wanted to use her as a presenter, and that's how that shit.
Mm.
But yeah, niggas be. I've seen people get caught up though on some shit. Whew,
I've seen it. Yeah.
whew. That shit is secondhand embarrassment when you know the person.
Mm.
Whew. I know somebody
Just
who
gotta be more careful.
I see somebody who literally copied and pasted and sent the message to girls who hang out with each other.
No, that's just lazy.
Copied and pasted like they don't fucking have a group chat. When you get cool with girls and they put you in a group chat,
You learn a lot.
that's why I'm like, girls are just as bad as niggas. I don't care what
Oh,
anyone.
for sure.
I
For
would.
sure.
They
But so
talk.
I'm like, if my group chats ever got like leaked, I would just go ahead and delete everything. I would
Oh,
never be on social
my group
media
chat got
again.
linked. I'm moving to a different state and deleting everybody. I know I'm not keeping.
Because there's
I know I'm not keeping my job long. I know for a fact that ain't happening.
that
Shit,
job is gone.
all of us would be getting
Yeah,
fired.
it would be bad. It would be. I would just embarrassed and yeah.
I don't know if I would be embarrassed. Some of the stuff I think people will actually think is like, damn, he's hilarious. Because I'm way funnier
Hmm.
in text message. But there's also some things that I know. One, I will be canceled. Let's just put it that way. If you could cancel somebody, I 100% will be canceled. But also, I've said a lot of crazy shit that you can't really tell by text message. You know, you read it
Yeah.
and if you can't get like if somebody's being sarcastic, like you can't tell,
Hmm.
your ass is done. So
Yeah.
there's a couple people who left voice memos. I'm like, why y'all should never do that shit. Don't do that shit.
You can't even deny it. It's your voice.
Mhm.
Like that ain't me. Like it's clearly you. You could always say that's not me. That ain't my number.
Yep.
But the voice is definitely like, bruh, you're caught.
There's somebody who left a voice memo that was so fucking funny though. Ah, we were talking shit to each other, and I guess they got tired of typing.
Mm,
And they said like the funniest shit, but they called me something that they can't say.
mm,
It's a word that we don't use anymore. Let's just say that for people who are not the most a word for somebody who's in special education. Let's put it that way.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Um, but like it was the funniest thing was they got tired of typing and going back and forth, and they just got, but we can't. Mm-mm.
You know how mad you gotta be to stop typing and
How
be like, you know what,
frustrated
I'm
I
gonna
be.
say
Fuck you,
it.
nigga. I'll fuck
Like,
you up.
like,
You know,
that's
that's the thing with
psychotic.
text messages too. That I don't know if people are upset by the text message, because
Hmm.
I play around all the time. Most of the shit I'm sending are like jokes, so I don't know
Hmm.
when to be like, oh, you're actually serious.
Yeah, it's like you seen that K and Peele skit when they're texting and he's like, what did he say? It was something like one was saying all friendly, like, yeah, I'll come over, blah blah blah. Like, no, like it's on site when I see you.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That one when it's and then he's like reading it like it's on site. Like you, text can go so different. So
that's why
you just gotta
too.
be
Like when
clear.
somebody say like send a message, then I'm like, let me call you. I'll be like, what you mean by that? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I was like, all right, I didn't want
yeah.
no issues. Cause also like niggas is like mean. Like
Hmm.
like you know when you be all vulnerable to niggas in a message, And they be like, pussy ass boy, get your ass.
Nah, see, I don't experience. Oh, no, I don't experience that. Like
Mm-hmm.
my friends are very, very.
The thing is, because you can't tell over text message.
Mm-hmm.
Like you,
Oh, the seriousness of it. Yeah, that's
that's
true.
why I'm like, nah.
Just call me, please.
I hate being the person. You know what? I hate being the person that people vent to.
I love it.
No, I hate when people ask me relationship advice. I'm like, I'm not an expert on relationships.
I will be in 3 years. I'll have me.
I'd be like, look, man, I got an unconventional relationship.
Yeah, it's yeah. Really, I think this is what I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna. I say this all the time. For me, when I ask for advice from people, I know exactly who to go to when I want someone to agree with me, and who to go to when I want a whole different perspective. So really, I don't even be asking the advice I just be wanting to know if I'm right in this situation or not. It's not even to help me. It's just to know if I'm right or not.
No, I don't want.
'Cause
I don't like
I
give.
don't.
I don't like giving relationship because people be like, "What would you do in this situation?"
Hmm.
And then like most of the time, I'm like, I wouldn't be in a situation because they wouldn't have got that far.
Yeah.
So I can't really answer that. If he would have called me a dumbass, bye.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
or
That's very
and
true.
I've called people dumbasses. So I'm like, like there's certain things that I'm like, it's unconventional. Why would I? I can't give you advice on some shit that's like that. Like that's why when people begin relationship advice, I will never ever ask somebody who's been single for relationship advice.
Mm.
They're gonna be like, "Girl, this is what I would have did," or "Nigga, this is what I would have did." You single?
Yeah. Your perspective's different. That's why I be telling people like, look, my perspective is different.
I'll tell you. All I
Don't.
would tell you is what I would do. That doesn't mean you need
Hmm.
to take that fucking advice because there's there's shit I say I won't tolerate that you would tolerate, and there's shit that you won't tolerate that I'll tolerate. Why would I give you? You know your relationship better than anybody else.
Hmm.
You can't like if it's not abusive too. That's the thing. Like if it's not abusive, that's the hardest thing to do to get advice on something when it's not abusive. If it's abusive, that's pretty easy to be like you leave.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
don't be dealing with that. But like when it's like some shit that y'all had a disagreement on, that's not like that's hard.
Hmm.
But
It's like I'm gonna just stay out of it.
I also hate giving advice to people, and then the next week they be with that nigga. I'd be like, I fucking told you. They'd be like, I should. They'd be like, should I break up with him? I'd be like, he cheating on you 5 times. Yes. Right. Okay. They break up for a couple days, and then like now the nigga knows you told her to break up with you when he.
Yeah, see, that's why you gotta. It's a line. It's a line.
And I'd be like, that's why I like if I don't like somebody, I try to be very upfront.
Hmm.
Like I don't like you because I don't want to be like that person, who's around somebody that I don't like, and then they find out later. Like, no, I want you to know from the jump, I don't fuck.
Hmm.
So now we don't have any, you know, disagreement on. You'd be like, oh, you're fake. No, I told you from the jump, I didn't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You chose to ignore that. There's been plenty of people that I've been like, I don't want nothing with you. I would just have sex with you from the jump. And then like when that's all I'm trying to do, and then they want a relationship, nah, I told you from the jump.
Mm.
I try to be as clear as possible because I don't want any, gray area, So
Yeah.
I don't want which is easier said than done, because people think they can change you. You can't change
That's
somebody.
very true.
There's been people who be like, I'd be like, look, man, I say stuff you probably not gonna agree with. I don't know if you can handle that. Oh, I can change you.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's the savior.
some people think they can change you. I'm not an experiment. You are not going
Yeah.
to change me, especially at this point. I'm 28. My habits are my habits. They are not changing.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like before, I feel like there was a point in my life I probably shouldn't have been dating because I was not mature enough. But that's what I would go for, the ones I could change. I'm like, oh no, I could fix them like they were a project. But now
Don't
I'm
get
like,
me,
if you're not coming already fixed, don't come my way,
don't get me
please.
wrong. You're going to change in a relationship, but you're not going
Yeah, but
like say that like you got in a relationship, but you don't like the way that like somebody fucking I don't know when they go every day, right? That's just an extreme case, but I don't want to say anything.
yeah.
And then like you're like, yo, I can change that. But they're like, no, I do
Mhm.
this every morning to clear up my fucking nose.
Mhm.
And you have an issue with that, but you knew about that from day one. You can't be mad at them when they said like, nah.
Exactly.
But people
Exactly.
get mad at stuff like that. People get mad at
That's why I just feel like a lot of people aren't ready. They don't be ready for these type of relationships. So it's like they go in with that mindset of, oh, I'm just gonna change him. It's not hard, or I'm gonna change her. And it's like you about to stress yourself out doing that because
you
ooh,
be mad at something they told you
ooh,
was not
ooh.
changing.
Yeah. So,
When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. Like that's my.
period.
But all right, we're gonna move to this last thing because we've been all over the place in this fucking episode.
Oh, I know.
Um, crazy murder stories that you've heard, that you know of, because you be watching all them fucking murder shows, which is
I
very.
watch a lot of murder documentaries, a lot of murder shows. And honestly, when I read the question, I was like, I don't even know what the craziest is because I've seen so many. Now I'm like, this shit is normal to me. But
A good thing.
I think the most recent one, it wasn't crazy. It just made me be like, what the fuck? Because so this guy, it was this black guy in his late 30s, whatever. He was dating two women, and turns out one of those women were dating someone else too, but she broke it off with him, and he was dating someone. It was like a whole like pyramid. Like they were dating this was person, and so
Wait,
that guy was.
okay, so the dude, to be clear, the dude he was dating two girls.
Hmm.
One of the
And
girls
one girl
dated
was
somebody
dating
else.
somebody else, and whoever she
Okay.
was dating someone else as well. So, but she broke it off with him, and he was not happy, and it ended up killing um the main guy. And it just made me go, what the fuck? Because he had somebody this whole time. Why are you mad that she don't want to see you?
That's ego.
What, like, you, but he was like had a living girlfriend and everything, and was cheating on his living girlfriend with her. And I was just like, what the fuck? Why?
See
It
that?
made no sense. No sense at all.
So
I was just like,
the reason why I thought of this question is I listened to this podcast called Sisters. I think it's called. Let me get the actual name before I. Sisters Who Kill, a true
mm-hmm,
crime podcast. You guys should all listen to that. It's actually really good. It's by two black women who talk about obviously black women who kill. Very self-explanatory with the title. And I was like a crazy person at work listening to these podcasts back to back to back to back. And there was
mm-hmm.
one in particular that got my attention. It was Angela Simpson. Now, the reason why this got my attention wasn't because she murdered somebody. You would think that would be because the way she murdered somebody was very gruesome. She like tortured the nigga and murdered him. He was a white
Mm.
guy. She literally stood by the code. Snitches get stitches. Like she was
Mm.
real about that. She found out that the dude was telling stories that he was like he set up all these people, got all these people locked up, and she took it on herself. She murdered the dude, tortured him, and all that.
Wait, she didn't know him?
She didn't know him, but
Oh, okay.
she was like the girl who had issues. She's like a prostitute, drugs.
Oh, okay.
Now she got arrested for armed robbery, right?
Mm.
And there was a murder that she already murdered the dude, but she got arrested for armed robbery. and the cops are investigating. You know, after the first 48 hours, it's like, fuck, we can't do it. So they get this like this scoop, you know, um, and then they were like, okay, let me look into it. They asked old girl, her name is Angela Simpson, about the dude, and she said, give me a Snicker and I'll tell you everything you need.
Mm.
And she told everything. No
Give me a
remorse.
Snickers.
He had no remorse. No remorse.
Because because he was snitching.
She don't. Yeah, she's real about that street code. And
Wow.
she her interview it's on YouTube. She
Mm.
has an interview and she doesn't plead insanity. She don't say that's the reason. She literally is straightforward. Like, this is why I did it. Blah blah blah. I did it because of this. She said I wouldn't do it to a black person. I did it to the. She's like,
Damn.
I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, and they asked her like, does she think that she should what should happen to her? She said, I mean, I think they should have just killed me. And it was like, do you want to die? She said no, but like I think that's what should happen.
Mm.
And I was sitting
She
there
really
like,
about that street life.
should I think they should kill me, you know, like lethal injection, but like they asked her did she want to live? And and she said, yeah, I want to live. She said something that really caught my attention. She said, all my family is in jail. I'm with my sisters
Mm.
because she went through the foster care system. She had a fucked up life.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh shit, this lady is literally comfortable in jail.
Yeah.
Like, her family is there. She was talking about how the horrible conditions was are. She was literally like, if she was somebody who like was like an activist, she was like an activist who murdered somebody. The way she was
Damn.
pointing out all the shit that was wrong with the system, and I was like, but she murdered somebody. And you know what's crazy? She burned the dude's body, put him in a dumpster. They could not identify the dude. She ripped all his teeth out. She literally, the only way she got caught is because she left the bleach. She removed all the carpet. She left the bleach at her house, and she got caught for the armed robbery. So she was already in the system. She was going to jail regardless, but she
Mm.
wasn't going to be in jail for murder.
Yeah.
But there's an interview on there. I'm gonna put the
I'm gonna
link.
check it out. I'm gonna
I'll put
definitely
the
check
link.
it out.
Her name is Angela Simpson, and I
That
was like,
sounds crazy. So.
whoa, like the murder is crazy, but like how like honest she
Mm-hmm.
was so like I was like, this is terrifying, terrifying. How honest
Mm-mm.
she is. Because usually, like if I murder somebody, I'm gonna say I ain't do it, even if they got fucked.
Yeah.
She was like, no, I did it. This is why I did it. And she
That's.
and they asked her, did she have any regrets? And she had a regret that she didn't torture him for longer.
Oh, sheesh.
Like, she was, nigga, she was. I was
She
like, ooh,
died about it.
I ain't never been
Those would be the
scared.
ones that give me chills.
I ain't never been scared of nobody by just how they answer.
So those ones be.
And I'm like, I'm sure I can take her, like if I had to. But I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
she's not the type that's not
I'm
gonna
about to see.
stop.
I want to see what she looked like.
She's not gonna stop until she kills me.
Wait, where was this at?
Arizona.
Yeah, she's the first person to pop up when I put in Angela. She looked crazy.
Her fucking eyes. You see her eyes?
Yeah, she looks fucking
They're
crazy.
so dark, aren't they? Am I tripping?
Yeah. Ooh wee. Oh,
Her,
Arizona.
her eyes look
This
like
is pretty recent.
yes, nigga.
She in a wheelchair though.
Is she in a wheelchair? Because the dude that she killed
Now.
was in a wheelchair.
Oh, maybe that's what I probably read the wrong thing.
Yeah. They gave her life in 14 years.
Oh, the victim, yeah, confined to a wheelchair.
That's the way he got caught too. They had no evidence. She literally told them that she did it and everything. They had no evidence linking her to it, but the wheelchair.
She kept his wheelchair.
No, she couldn't get rid of all the stuff because she was
Uh,
on robbery.
She looks so crazy, Jamal. That bitch look crazy. Good God.
She was so honest. Low key,
Sheesh.
I honestly think they need to make a movie off of her life, like off of
They
this
probably
story.
will.
They don't have to do it exactly, but they should do it like take little pieces from her. Like low key, I need to stop speaking about this. I'm like write this shit up. About to write me a script.
Oh, they have a it's a short documentary, 7 minutes
Nah,
about it.
I'm about to write a script.
That's wild.
She stabbed him 50 times, bro. She wanted him to suffer.
Clearly, because he snitched.
But he was bragging about snitching and stuff like that. So, he's talking about like setting black people up, putting black people in jail.
Oh,
Not just
okay.
black people, but like he's talking about all this shit. And she literally says in the interview that he got the wrong N word with the ER. Um, like the interview, she's very honest.
Yeah, I'm about to watch it
She's
after
very
this.
honest. But that shit was terrifying. Hearing the podcast wasn't terrifying. My dumb ass clicking on the interview
Mm-hmm.
and seeing how like one how she looked, I was like, oh, she looks like she can do this shit. Her eyes, there's something about her fucking eyes. I kept looking at the
Yeah.
whole time. I'm looking at her eyes and I'm like, yo, they're so dark. Like it's like you're looking at like emptiness. Terrifying, fucking terrifying.
Mm-mm.
But because there's been some crazy ass killing stories that like
No, there's always crazy ones. That's why I be watching them because they're just so
like
intriguing.
snap exists for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, because also it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, it's just recent.
Yeah. Oof.
But I'm about to watch it.
Just stone cold killer though.
There's a lot of those out there, man. And when they get caught, they be mad cool. Like, oh yeah, I did this. And when I was watching White Boy Rick, the documentary, they're talking. I forgot this guy's name. He used to be an assassin though, for a drug cartel.
I'm a
He was
sap.
like, yeah, he was the way he already out of jail and stuff. Like he was like, yeah, I did this. Like no remorse. Like
That's the thing.
it's a
That's scary.
lifestyle.
That's so scary. Like when people don't have like any like they're like, yeah, I
No,
did.
he literally said, I already know I'm going to hell. I don't care.
But
Like
also my thing is when like people like that do it and then they point out all the shit that's wrong with the system and why they were able to do it.
and why
That,
he's out right now chilling.
and that's the most like they're like, yeah, I did this and this is how I got away with it because people don't think that a white person could do that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Oh, but he was black.
oh,
This one was black.
I ain't about to disrespect homeboy then.
No, but watch the documentary. You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
White Boy Rick. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
How long is it?
It's not that long.
Is it one of them like I gotta watch 5 parts?
No, I think it's one. It's I think it's like an hour and a half, low key.
Okay. I just watched a whole bunch of documentaries recently, and then I started watching this cartoon, Invincibles. I think it's called
I don't know.
Invincible. That first episode,
Oh, this one's just called White Boy.
and it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's only an hour and 22 minutes.
Yo, why do I feel like I should having a conversation with somebody who's actually in my apartment?
Surprise.
But tell us about the crazy murder stories that you know of. Tell us what you would do if your partner was offered for $1 million. Would you let them do it?
Yeah, I'm very curious about that one.
And tell me what your number is on that too. If $1 million is not enough,
What's the price?
what's the price? But this has been another episode of the Harris Show. I've been your boy Jamal Radio Raheem Harris, and I'm with my sister, co-host Angie Ange. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that shit that the YouTubers tell you to do. If you're on podcast, give us 5 stars. If you made it this far, you You like family, cause you
Peace.
know. Until next time, peace.